we played our hearts out after an emotional loss on Thursday night here at home. But, of the 4 matches we played this weekend, we played 3 premier teams and went toe-to-toe with each one of them. Beating Crookston was the match we definitely should have won, and we did. And I think we did. We played very well there. Took a set off the best team in the country, and were in the 20s, for most of that match as well. And then went to 5 with Winona and 5 against Hillsdale. Both teams that are NCAA tournament caliber, and that if they come into our conference, they're towards the very top. So, considering how young we are and with some inexperience there, I think in some of those tight matches, those 5 setters, probably the more experienced team, prevailed there. But this is precisely why we made the schedule, to play against the best and to sharpen our edges a little bit as a team. And we believe in ourselves and our ability to compete against the best. Anyone who saw us play against Hillsdale and was there on Thursday night knows just what our team is capable of doing. And considering that so many of our players, that was their first college weekend, is very promising. Yeah, the comeback nature of it, we were down, and we now Concordia did us some, uncharacteristic favors, for sure, no doubt. But, we never stopped playing. And all of a sudden we found ourselves in a position to win the set, and bang, bang, 2 blocks got us where we needed to be in a tight set. And, that's a team that just does not make mistakes. And I thought we did a really good job of staying in the game. I had a coach come up to me after one of the matches and just, comment on our resiliency. And I think that's the phrase I'd like to use for the weekend. We were resilient. I mean, especially after what happened on Thursday night. It's just the way that game was just so hard fought. We played so hard. You hate to lose a great player like McKenna. She's just such a great human being. They played with such spirit and such heart over the weekend that as their coach, I couldn't be more proud. I'll say this: it doesn't get easier; it gets harder. We're playing, 4 ranked teams this weekend, and we got that we're competitive in each of them, and that if you put yourself in a position to win, go for it. You can't let up. You find yourself in a position to win a match against a good team, you got to keep playing. You got to take the risks. You got to put yourself out there. And we believe that we're capable of winning those matches. Winning is a skill, and it takes practice. And for a young team to get out there and to compete against that high caliber early on in the season, it's going to pay dividends this year in the GLIAC. I know it will. We hit over 200. We matched them in service errors. That certainly wasn't, it. I think the timeliness of them, is probably what it is. You think about the 4th and 5th set against Winona. There's some points I'd like back, especially in the backcourt there. But I think that's, control the controllables. Like, I think to your point, there are some maybe youthful and inexperienced mistakes that we made that probably cost us the match one way or another. And we're responsible for making those better, and I am as their head coach. First, Casey is our senior captain, redshirt captain there. She's on fire. She's arguably one of the best middles in the conference and in the region, and everyone who saw her play this weekend sees that. She's flying high. She's playing really well. Rachel is a freshman in the middle. Man, she had quite a debut. And you talk about Tess as a freshman setter. It's been a long time since a freshman setter walks in and does what she's done. She commands the court, has complete respect of the team, and even a bit undersized. Again, we saw on Thursday night here at home what she's capable of doing. She's got her offense going. I have to give Lindy a shout out too. Lindy has played a very great first weekend. She was just spectacular against Hillsdale on Saturday afternoon. Really, really good. We got to stay healthy. We're banged up right now. We have some injuries that we're working through, and that kind of adds to the heart and the spirit that we played with over the weekend. And I'm really proud of the team for it. Next Husky up. It's like you try to find the silver lining and see where, opportunity is provided for some people. For one of the injuries, we've lost her for the season, and there's a couple other that we don't know yet. There's this team is resilient, and we're going to step up and get it done, and maybe for some people in a capacity that they didn't expect going into the season, and I think that's in part my job to get them ready.